scanning the room. Oof. Chicken. I'm imagining Chicken's picture sitting in the witness booth. Oh, man. Yeah, she'll be released. Why do they have it muted? Yeah, so we can't hear this. They're approaching anyway, though. Yeah, this is gonna be a time. Yeah, I know they said she doesn't like Chris and doesn't want to help him. And thanks for the extra context. But I do think she said, but I'll tell the truth. Like, she was like, I don't want to, but I'll do it. I'll tell the truth. And then all of a sudden she's like, no, 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 no. But this has been a high-profile trial. Oh my God, give us sound, court. The wayward witness Wendy is here. And not for nothing, but I mean, this could be a very spicy witness for the state. Like, why don't you like Christopher Wolfenbarger? Did you notice? Did you witness anything?
Mr. McDermott, the defense may call its next witness.
The defense calls Wendy Waddell.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, Ms. Waddell is already on the witness stand. Ms. Waddell, if you can, please raise your right hand to the best of your ability. The deputy will swear you in.
You swear affirm to the testimony that you're about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Please state and spell your full name for the court, please.
Wendy, W-E-N-D-Y.
And if you could do me a favor and scoot up a little bit so I can hear you in the microphone.
And Waddell, W-A-D-D-E-L-L.
Thank you very much. Go ahead, Mr. McDermott.
Ms. Waddell, suffice it to say you don't want to be here. You need to answer audibly.
You're right.
Did you know Melissa Wolfenbarger?
I did.
And do you know the Patton family?
I do.
Carl and Norma? And how did you know them?
My parents grew up with them.
And did you live next door to them at one point?
As a child,
And were you at one point friends with Melissa?
I was.
Did you go over to her house frequently?
Every weekend. Every weekend.
Thank you. Do you remember something about their house that made you not want to go over there?
Yeah.
And what was that?
It smelled.
And why did it smell?
Well, people just have a smell.
What was the smell like?
Like a person that
Like
stinks.
body odor?
I mean, it wasn't nasty. She wasn't a nasty person.
Was it an offensive smell?
Any smell's an offensive smell.
Did you remember telling
Are you asking if she was a nasty person? She was not a nasty person.
I'm not asking if she was a nasty person.
Okay.
I'm just asking about facts. You remember speaking with me on the phone a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
And you remember telling me that the smell pervaded the house and
It
the
did.
car
I got it on the car.
and
Got
it
it on the
stuck
house.
on everyone in the house?
It did.
Including Melissa. Did you remember telling me that people bullied her for it,
They did.
picked on her? Do you remember telling me that Melissa had some kind of... It's not a leading question, Your Honor, unless it suggests an answer.
I'm going to overrule and allow it. Go ahead.
Do you remember telling me that Melissa had some sort of skin condition that caused her to have marks on her?
Contigo.
And it caused her to have visible marks on her body all the time?
Yep.
And how did you describe those marks? What did they look like?
Scratches.
Did you say bug bites, sores? Thank you. Can you remember how you
Bruises.
described Melissa's personality to me?
Well, if I'd look back at it, I'd say autistic.
I'm sorry.
I said, if I had to look back, I would say autistic. She
Okay.
would be autistic.
But you're not a doctor, right?
I'm not a
So you
doctor.
can't diagnose her with autism?
No,
But what made you arrive at the conclusion that she may have been autistic?
just the way she is.
Let me describe those facts.
You know what an autistic person is. I mean,
Was
there's,
she quiet?
sure,
Was she shy?
yes,
Was she reserved?
she was.
Did she sometimes react?
She whined, she cried.
She whined and cried even when she was older. So are you suggesting she may have been a little bit
Of a baby.
infantile for her age?
Yeah.
He's gonna
You
give one
described
of
to
the
me
kids.
a period of time in which you would visit her. Do you remember describing a time to me in which you would visit her almost every day
Every weekend, yeah.
and that you would be locked in the room with her?
Yeah, growing up.
And did you tell me that the door locks would be reversed
It
on
would
her
be.
door? So that the lock was on the outside?
It was.
And do you remember that she was telling me that she was locked like that every day, all day?
Objection needed, Your Honor. He's giving the answers.
Overruled. Go ahead.
Do you remember telling me that she was locked that way every day, all day? I need an audible answer, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Thank you.
So was her sister. Her sister's right there.
And from what ages do you remember her being locked in the room?
I don't know, 12, 13.
Did you remember telling me it was started at about age 7,
I'm sure it started early.
went
yeah.
up to about 12?
Yeah.
Okay. You said her sister was locked too,
He's right there.
and she was locked up too? Mm-hmm. And
I'm sorry, was that a yes?
Yeah, my mom used to sneak over there and get her out of the window.
Thank you.
what's your mom's name?
Terry.
Terry Archer, is that correct? And
Is that a yes? You're
Yes, it
nodding.
is Terry Archer.
Thank you.
what was your father's name?
Bobby.
Bobby. And you said that your parents were wealthy
They are.
and that they paid to be involved in several activities with you?
They did.
What kind of activities?
GYOP. Georgia Youth on Parade. Girl Scouts.
You remember telling me that anything you did, Melissa
He
had to
did.
do,
That's right.
and that your mother paid for it. You remember telling me that looking back on the way she was treated, being locked in her room and being deprived. Well, let me back up. When you and Melissa were locked in the room, were you allowed to come out during the day? Were you allowed to get drinks of water?
Hang on. Yeah, you're shaking your head. Is that a
No,
no?
we weren't allowed to come out.
And were you allowed to get a drink of water?
Yeah, we can get, what was they were thirsty?
Okay. You remember telling me that looking back, you would consider that she had been abused and neglected.
Yes.
Today, if someone were treating their child like that, would you call defects?
Relevant, Your Honor. Objection, relevant.
Probably.
Hang on one second. Sustained. Go ahead.
Now, did you move away from Melissa's house at some point?
They moved away.
They moved away? Okay. And about what age were you at that point?
I don't know, I quit hanging out with her when I was 13.
Okay. And you told me a couple of events that happened with her before you quit hanging out with her.
She lost her virginity.
And how did that happen?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
Okay. May I approach, Your Honor?
Sure.
Wouldn't this go to the forced birth control attempts and all of that? So she sustained it, but he asked to approach. So it's either to ask for reconsideration on that ruling. I think the first objection that was sustained would have been speculation. I think this is what they're getting at for real, Dizzy. That there might have been something more nefarious about the birth control. That it wasn't just because of Chris. I think that's really, really what they're trying to get at. And if that's the case... 100%. This is sad. This is... I think Wendy is really defensive and protective of Melissa and how she remembers Melissa. And I respect it. For real, Neri. The more this witness talks, the more laughable and sad the detective's testimony about brushing off the mere suggestion that he
Okay,
would have
move on, please.
should have investigated the parents was.
Do you remember telling me that I caught myself?
Oh.
Was there a time that Melissa did drugs with you?
No,
Okay.
I was doing drugs.
Okay. And because you started to do drugs,
I
you
quit hanging
decided
out with her.
not to hang out with Melissa. You need to let me finish my question. I know it's kind of slow and tedious, but that's just for the record. You got to let me finish my question and then you answer it. Okay. All right. Do you remember something? Do you remember at some point Melissa started running away from home?
After I quit hanging out with her.
Okay. And do you remember that there was something that led up to her running away from home?
Her sister had a steel baby.
Do you remember after Melissa was gone that she did not keep in contact with her mother?
I don't remember that.
Do you remember telling me that you don't remember her calling her mother? In fact,
Don't say that.
okay.
How I know that?
They're gonna try the recording?
And had you ever met Christopher Wolfenbarger?
Never.
Oh.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank
Perfect
you. Ms. Hilton,
witness.
questions for this witness?
Yes.
Oh, actually,
Never met Christopher Wolfenbarger. Let's see Hilton try to ask about him anyway.
do you remember telling me that when you knew Melissa and hung out with her, that her mother would not let her have anything like makeup?
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Thank you.
And what did she do instead?
Use color pencils.
Do you remember whether she was allowed to have feminine products?
Yeah.
You remember telling me on the phone that she had to use socks.
No.
If I showed you a transcript of our discussion, would that jog your memory?
Why would I say that?
He doesn't want to embarrass Melissa.
Can I show you a transcript of our interview?
Sure.
Because she didn't want to say Melissa smelled, even though she said the smell would stick to Melissa. Like, you guys get what I mean? Unless maybe she meant pads to, like, pad her bra with the makeup conversation?
I
really
never
think-
said that.
Would you like me to play the audio?
Sure.
Let's see if maybe it could be interpreted two ways. I really think she doesn't want to badmouth Melissa. I'm not even mad. Maybe she chatty-pattied and doesn't remember she said it.
I must have been high.
Uh-oh.
Permission to share, Your Honor?
Granted, just make sure that what you're going to share is only the portion that is relevant to the question you've just asked.
BV, I agree. She's more willing to embarrass herself than Melissa's memory. Yep.
I can imagine she was traumatized.
She was traumatized. She was. And let me tell you, like, makeup, when she would put makeup on, she would have to use color pencils because her mama did not give her those things.
Oh.
You know, like she, you know, would have to use, I hate to say it, but like socks for pads and shit like that. You know, because her mama neglected.
I guess it is this. How was her?
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Hilton?
Good morning, Ms. Waddell. How are you?
Withdrawing.
Withdrawn. Okay, but you answered his questions. Have you and I ever met? Is that a no for the record?
No.
And have we ever talked on the phone?
No.
Okay. And you spoke with Mr. McDermott a few weeks ago over the phone? Is that a yes?
Mistake. I thought it was you.
Oh, no problem.
But go ahead.
But you talked to him about a lot of different things. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Okay. And so you were her next door neighbor, correct? Melissa's next door neighbor.
As a child.
And as a child, that from between the ages of 7 and 13?
No.
What were the ages?
Ages of 2 to 7.
2 to 7. Okay. And your parents are friends or were friends with Melissa?
Our friends.
And you said you spend time at her home every weekend, correct?
Did.
And you just testified that there was an odor in the home that you didn't like. Is that fair?
So yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
But every weekend you would still go to the house.
Yes, I love them.
And I think you testified earlier that your mom would have to take Tina out the window.
She would.
Okay. But your mom still let you go over there every weekend.
She did.
Kinda.
Now, you said that Melissa was able to do Girl Scouts with you. I think you told defense counsel over the phone cheerleading, and then you just said like a girl youth group. Is that the third thing you just said?
Something like that.
And it's safe to say that her mother will let her go with you to
sure.
do these events. Although your family paid for it, her mom let her participate in those activities.
She would.
And that kept you all busy. Is that fair to say?
It did.
That's a lot of activities, right? Now, at some point, is it fair to say that your mom moved to Covington and you moved to Covington?
I did.
About how old were you when you moved to Covington?
13.
And Melissa would still visit you while you were in Covington?
She did.
And so her mother would let her leave from Stockbridge? Is that a yes?
McDonough.
From McDonough and come see you in Covington?
She would.
How far is that?
30 minutes.
So it's safe to say Melissa would have to come out of the room in order to come see you. Is that fair?
No, she didn't lock her in the room like at that age.
Okay. Now, when you all were younger, did you tell defense counsel that you all never knew what Carl Patton had done?
Never.
You did not know?
We didn't. Not until they came and got him.
And when you said when they came and got him, are you talking about you found out in 2003?
I'm talking not until the police came and got him.
Okay. Now, is it fair to say that the last time you saw Melissa was in 1997?
Last time I saw Melissa would be about 1998, 97.
97, 98. And I'm sorry, Did your family have like an event every year and the
They did.
Pattons would attend?
Yes.
What type of event was that?
Holidays.
And you talked about Melissa's kind of demeanor. In your opinion of knowing Melissa, would she ever just leave her children?
No.
Would she ever just stop talking to her children?
No. Not that I'm aware of.
Now, when you spoke to Mr. McDermott, you described Melissa as not bright at times?
No.
No, you didn't, or no, she
Yes.
wasn't? I'm sorry.
Yes, she's not right.
Okay. That she was easy to control?
She was.
You said that she was weak?
She was.
You said that she was submissive?
She was.
You described her as a type that would not fight.
She don't.
That she was very naive,
She was.
not a smart thinker.
Not a smart thinker.
You said that she's dependent on whoever she is with.
That's right.
That she would not be the leader in a relationship.
She would be.
Matter of fact, in your friendship, she kind of follows you.
She did.
And you said kind of after you left, Melissa had no friends.
Right.
Now, I know you just told defense counsel that you never saw Mr. Wolfenbarger, but you had the occasion to speak to him one time on the phone.
Well, I guess very short, he would let me talk to Melissa.
Tell the jury about that.
He just wouldn't let me talk to her.
When was it?
In 97, 98.
Do you recall telling Mr. McDermott that was around Thanksgiving of 1998?
Something like that.
And that you actually called to speak to Melissa on the phone?
I did.
And Chris answered the phone,
He did.
and he wouldn't let you speak to
He
her.
wouldn't.
And he was controlling her ability to talk to you.
He was.
And it's fair to say that at that call, he did not want Melissa to talk to one of her childhood friends.
Objection.
Sustained.
It's true.
When if there's an objection and I sustain it, you have to not answer the question,
Sorry.
okay? Thank you.
And was that the only time that you talked to Chris in Thanksgiving of 1998?
Yes.
Court's indulgent.
Sure.
No further.
Order.
Thank you. Mr. McDermott, any additional questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-oh.
You just told the state council that when you talked to me on the phone, you thought it was them.
I did.
Is that correct? And didn't I tell you on the phone, I'm Christopher's attorney?
No. He said defense.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Permission to play some audio.
Do you
yeah.
remember that?
She said you said defense.
Okay. So I did tell you.
Just making sure you heard her answer.
I did tell you I was the defense attorney.
You did.
Correct. And then I told you I'm Christopher's
You
attorney.
did tell me that.
Okay, thank you.
Afterwards, yes.
At the very beginning of the conversation.
Look, I get high every day. I do drugs. So I'm just trying to tell you, I don't know, what I say. And I hate to burst your little bubble. I'm just telling you, I do heroin every day. And I'm going through withdrawals. And that's the whole point I didn't want to come here. So I don't know what this would be.
There you go. There you go, chat.
Were you on heroin when you talked to
I
me on the
was.
phone? You're on heroin right now?
Only because I'm locked up. Sweating to death.
Just to reiterate, you quit hanging out with Melissa around age 13, correct?
I did.
So you had really not much interaction with her after that.
I didn't.
Okay. So you don't know what she was thinking or doing after that age?
No.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Hilton, anything else?
In that Thanksgiving 98 call that we just talked about, do you recall telling defense counsel that the Pattons were at your family's house for a family function? Is that a yes?
Yes,
And that it was during that family function you asked about
her.
Melissa, and you said, "Give me a number so I can call her."
I did.
No further questions.
Mr. McDermott?
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, just for some logistics, I'm going to have to ask you to step out for just a moment, and I'll have you right back as quick as I can.
All right. You knew she had to say something.